We are live here at Kansas for the Red Light Racing League this week. Back in the Xfinity car, where I like to drive. Haven't been in here for a while. 2 weeks of road courses have really screwed with the schedule. Obviously, I didn't run them because it's not worth my time trying to. Now Bristol, though, a lot of time and effort devoted into that setup, and I feel like we're gonna have a pretty good car when I run that race. Brad and me worked a lot on it, so I'm hoping we're gonna be pretty strong for this week in that. And also, I think I might run a truck race because the truck was pretty good as too. So we're looking for another top 10 hopefully this week. Car gets it gets loose and then it'll get tight, so we're gonna have to keep balance on how the car is overall. Just keep it out of the wall and keep it out of wrecks here. I expect a few wrecks here early on, just people trying to go too hard, but we'll see. We'll have to pit at least 3 times based on gas. You can make it around 27, and we got 90 laps, so obviously can't do stop strategy without saving gas, which isn't worth it. So we'll see what we got here. Get the best finish we can, and that's what we can do. Outside is really the lane you want to be in, that's for sure. Trust me when I see this apron will be made use of a lot here, so that's for sure. See right there, the car just got a little bit loose on us and lost me enough momentum that we couldn't get back up to the top. Try to work some strategy around the cautions here. Get as much as we can from pitting and as much as we can with the tires, because these are on the wear very quickly. Trust me, I practiced yesterday during the practice race and practice for the practice race. Oh, and we got problems down the back stretch. Someone got loose there. It looks and he slid to the left. He's going to be leaving. I don't know if he's at some points or not. If he was, that could be important for us, that's for sure. We know Williams ahead of us in points. He got really loose coming off the 4 there. Try to lead a lap if we can in this one, as there goes Leo as well. So let them eliminate themselves pretty much. The thing is, if you go too hard at the beginning, the car really starts to get tight. The leader! Like I said, if you go too hard, the leader just spun out, so that's a big deal.
Nice job holding that down so it didn't come back up the track, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it could have been bad. That's my fault, guys.
You're going to be lining up behind the 0.
We will be pitting when we get the open pit road here. This might work into a strategy call. And we'll see what other people do. If they don't pit, it's a good point of coming down and getting the top off. If we're going to pit late. If we're going to get put back there, an 80 lap race is a much suitable pace for a 2-stop than a 3-stop, because you can take it 20 or 25, 25, 25 or something like that, round there. It's a lot easier than it would be. We'll see what they do ahead of us, though. Almost everyone comes down there. Might be one car staying out by himself. That would be lonely. Watch for our box here. There it is. I see him. Got the new team team colors on the pit guy. Made that myself. We got some nice sponsors on there. Sponsors that we have on our car, and then some that other people on the team have. I don't think we're going to get caught there. We went 50, but I don't think it's enough that they're going to get us. Nah, they won't. Okay, let's see, I think we only had one that stayed out. Oh no, Brian stayed out too from 17th, but that might be just, he's going to come back down this time or something like that.
8 cars in the middle of 3 and 4.
I'm going to take the tires off. We'll see when we get the one to go. If we get it at like lap 10 or something, I might come back down and top off just to be safe. See what the right front was at there. Yeah, 98. So 5 laps and the right front being at 98, obviously you're killing that right front, but we'll see. We're gonna get the 2 to go right here, and we're gonna get the 1 to go at 81 to go. I think I'm gonna come back down just to top off at the 1 to go. I think it might be worth it. It's going to be worth it, I think, just topping off here, because we're going to gain about 0.4 gallons. And we know how much gas is worth here, that's for sure. We've learned that before. Watch it, 'cause that gas can screw me a little bit. Pedal sticks once in a while, it can really fuck me when I'm on and off pit road. We get ready to shut this fast repair off. And 1 to go. We're gonna be restarting in the back here, but I think in the end this popping off for gas is gonna be beneficial to us. We'll see how it works out. Still very early in this one. I know it's early to try to work some strategy, but early to work strategy, but we're probably going to need a win to get in, so we're going to need to work the strategy as much as possible these last 3 races. 10 points obviously isn't much if one of these guys gets in an accident or something, but if not, we're going to be in a deep hole and have to win, that's for sure.
Green flag.
It's tough to pass here, it is, but I'm not going to pass everybody cleanly. So, try to work some strategy, get the best finish we can by working some strategy. I can probably run about 15. Someone's doing it there. He's having a nice time.
32.827.
I made it 27 on a full tank of gas. 20, I was getting to lap 28 when it ran out. I ran out about going into turn 1 on lap 28 up run. So if I was to run a little bit smoother and lift a little bit earlier going in and not keep it full throttle as much. I could probably make it 28 or 29.
29,
We'll see.
6, 9.
Like I said, it's tough with this setup. It's the iRacing default setup. First of all, it's the iRacing default setup, and it's not too good. It's a pretty bad setup, to tell you the truth. Especially considering this race was going to happen during the day, and we had some big testing during the day to try to figure out if that would have been a good idea, and it definitely would have been a bad idea. We went through a lot of practice in the
Wreck.
Slow on the top. Caution's out.
and there goes the engine.
Appreciate you calling that out.
Make sure you're getting yourself something to drink there, buddy. Starting to beat this shit up pretty bad.
I hit whoever was coming down the racetrack there. I didn't see it until I got there because of the smoke.
I want to fix it at that point in time, right now, okay?
Okay. Well,
Pit road is closed.
we'll pit right here and
Come
get
around
tires and
55.
stuff, I guess.
He's in the middle of the track, man. Going slow.
Hey, his car middle of the backstretch.
I had to come down now. I'm gonna get put to the back, I think, for
And I think that they're going to penalize us for pitting too early and some. Just go back to the tail end of the longest line, just fall back.
Well, this is what happens when you make that strategy call going to the back, but I think we would have been right in the middle of that anyway, so we'll get that quick repair. They'll top it off anyway. And we're going to have to take it very easy here because some of the guys ahead of us in points got in that, and they're on pit road towing. So we're going to have to take it very easy here to the end of the race, I'd say.
Yep. You had pit road. Go back to the tail end of the longest line, just fall back. We're going to restart behind the 94.
I don't know if that was because of a car that
Alright, looks like you're going to be
took
lined
2
up.
tires,
9, 19.
took no tires, or whatever they did, but maybe someone just got loose in front of us and wasn't able to catch it.
Line up behind 25.
I'm coming down pit road this time, guys, so. I was getting on the brake, and I thought he was going to move a little bit farther down, or I could have locked it down and got low quicker than I did, but I didn't. But that's why we have that one quick repair, and I'm going to play it very patiently here. The rest of this race, that's for sure. Just so we can get to the end.
19.
We'll come back down this time and pick up the tires, because obviously we had tires that were pretty screwed up because of the stoppage and stuff. Get a quick drink while we're sitting here. But Jack Walls is ahead of us in points, so it'll be important here to get the finish on him.
Line up behind the 94.
I'm obviously going
Behind the
to top
79.
off here when we come back around, when we catch up to the base car, because why not? I don't know where we're going to end up, probably like 19th or 20th.
Get behind the 83.
We'll come back down and just top it off. Some of these guys are coming back in because they have damage to repair. But obviously we had the old meatball, so we couldn't take the, we couldn't sit and wait for repairs.
One to go. Gonna be on the inside, I believe. Alright, buddy. Line up behind at 59. Coming to the green. Please stay in line before you cross start finish line.
Might work into a strategy.
Alright, man. Pace
We'll
car's
see.
off. Be ready. Green. Outside.
3 wide.
1 minute 11.814. All clear.
Yeah, it wasn't too smart a move by whoever that was. Yeah, he threw it in there pretty hard for no reason.
Oh, we're wrecking.
Pit road is closed.
I'm just gonna spin it and deal with the spin.
Make sure you're getting yourself something to drink.
I
Still
ain't
wrecking in 4.
We're gonna
doing what
restart
we
behind
just
the
did.
39. Should be starting behind the 39.
Damn.
Should be starting behind the 79. Line up behind
Sorry,
the
guys.
42.
What was that?
This might be good for us here in points.
I don't know, but I got to show you now.
Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 79. We're going to
Pace
restart
car
behind
obviously
the
on the back
42.
stretch.
I just slammed the brake and spun myself out. I don't want to have to take that chance like the last accident. I didn't see anything and slammed through there, so.
42.
My spotter's telling me to let you go past Josh. Go.
The road is open.
Well,
Oh, we still got to wait for another one. Ah, no wonder.
Yeah, Kevin, I got to let the 99, bro.
Yeah, it looks like he's just pitted. No, it looks like he's just pitted or towed.
I think 99 blue.
this might work out for us. We'll see. This is, like I said, it's still 70 to go. Going into this, I thought the race would be a caution fest.
Should be starting behind the 83.
We got a practice race in, and it didn't go too well. I'll be honest, it was pretty bad. It was messy. I didn't run it, but I went back and looked at the results of it, and it was a 30-lap race, and I think they only ran like 20 under green. I mean, it was a 45-lap race. They only ran like 20 under green, so we'll see. Same verse as the first time. We're gonna come back down, and we'll take gas once we have the chance to. Once the one to go comes out. Like I said, it's people trying too hard at the beginning of a race where it's a very slippery racetrack, and
Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 42.
it's a slippery track. Like in general, it's a tough track to run. iRacing still hasn't worked out all the kinks with the new track and the new pavement, and it's not their fault 100%, but in a way you have to just pay attention and race like a person with common sense, and some people feel like it's needed to go 100% at lap 20.
They could be lining up
So
behind
it's,
the 5.
like I said, it's
We're
just
going to have
tough.
to come around in 5. Looks like you'll be lining up behind the
Too
22.
bad we didn't have enough the damage that we had, because if we would have had a little bit less and we would have been able to take sit there and repair the car, this caution would have been perfect for us. I'm pitting at the one to go this time, guys. FYI behind me. I'm not pushing it at all. We're gonna be like 15th.
We're gonna have to come around at 83.
There's 16 on the lead lap, and I think some of them have damage, so. Very slippery racetrack, guys. That's what I think half of these cautions are. They're people pushing way too hard and not paying attention to how the racetrack is. It's a tough track to run. Thank God they didn't do it how they wanted to.
Special match tires on my car this time.
It's a really tough track to do what they want to do because of how it sets up. And they wanted to do it a day race. I think we're going to take tires again. No. They wanted to do it a day race, which Josh put up a practice the other day with it at daytime and realistic dynamic track temp and everything, and it was not good. It was 115 track temp. It was
87 on track.
loose as hell. Like, I was out here, you could hardly get lapping because it was sideways. Like, you couldn't really run a full lap because of how loose it was.
Don't know.
Yeah, he's catching up.
As you're running around out there, just take notice of where the shade is on the racetrack. Pace cars up. Do what you can.
Sorry, guys.
Green flag. He is a lap down, right? 4, 10-4. Working outside. 1 minute 16.70. 8. Still out there.
I'm going to do Talladega. I said it in the practice the other day. I said, well, I'm going to have to do Talladega strategy. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to just sandbag because it's not worth being up there in that mess. We've already seen 2 or 3 huge wrecks because people aren't paying attention and people are trying way too hard at the wrong time.
Clear, clear, clear. Inside, inside.
I don't know if Keith is doing the same thing here, if he's lifting just to ride. I would if I was him.
0.982.
Christ, they're calling the accidents out and it's still not helping, I guess. The last one they called out happened down the backstretch, and then going into turn 4, I guess some other melee happened and took out even more cars. Which sucks, but it's like, Jesus Christ. Just taking a little bit of time and paying attention. We're going to be set up, I think, in a pretty good spot here on fuel. We'll have to wait until it circles out and see if we have any other cautions real quick. But I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot for fuel. And no, I'm not going full throttle. I have not gone 100% here. We qualified 15th at 29.1, so I'm obviously not going 100%. I'm only running 7, so. It's not even loose on the gas 100%, it's loose on that landing. Once you get out of the gas completely to try to get it to roll, it rolls too much. That's the problem. It gets into the roll right here, and then it wants to start to roll, and it feels like it starts to fall over on that left front, and it gets it loose. And if you full throttle it, like Anthony just did and killed himself, you get sideways and you wreck it. And that's what happened. That's what's happened to 3, 4, 5 cars already. They're just trying way too hard, and there goes another one through the grass, and phew.
I was just hitting my front rear.
Again, another car just pushing it way too hard, way too early. Lost it. He wasn't on the lead lap, so that's not great for us, but
down low. So what you got going on out there, bud? I think they want you in single file. Pit road is closed. Alright, buddy. Line up
Now
behind
this
corner.
makes strategy where it's a little bit different because, like I said, you make it 27 to 28 laps on gas, going 100%, which is running low 29s,
Pace cars know the backstretch.
low mid 29s. I'm not gonna sit out here and run low 29s. I don't think I can without keeping the car off the off the wall. We're gonna get a 1 to go with
Pit road is open.
58, no, probably 57 to go. And with 57 to go, I think the chance that we could get through on one stop could be a very big possibility, I think. I'm gonna drop off the pit road here, and I think I'll have time to run to the bathroom quick. We're gonna have about 20 seconds. So I'm gonna jump into the pit box as quick as possible and then take a run for it to the bathroom. Here we are. 39 and 30 right there. I'm back. Oh, that's even better for our chase hopes. William dropping out, that's a big deal, really. I think I think we were 14th in points, but the first 3 or 4 in front of us there having big problems and major chase implications. Definitely. Get the 2 to go right here. I'm going to shut off tires and we're going to come back in. Definitely come back in. Because it's going to be worth it. We're going to be on the cusp of being able to make it on a 2-stop strategy. I say cusp very carefully because more or less, I don't know, I'd say like, if I do the math quick in my head, we make it about 28 laps probably. If I saved a little bit, and we'd probably have to make it about 29. Because we're going to go back green at lap with 57 to go, which would mean we need to make it about, what, 28? We'd have to make it about 28 and a half on each run if it went green to the end, which it probably won't. But in the chance that it did, we could be in a catbird seat. I don't think it's going to go green to the end by far, but it could. See if anybody else goes with our strategy here. Some of those guys that have won already, I'd say I'd risk it. Who's up here? Matt pitted. He's, I'd say strongly in the running, getting the chase, but he's not locked in. So it's always that battle of being not completely locked in, but at this point of the year, you're 40, 50 points ahead, where even if you were to finish dead last probably every week, you'd pretty much make it. Get going here.
Maybe 1 to go. Get yourself something to drink. You're on the inside. Maybe lining up behind at 42.
These guys that are going to be behind us took the wave by.
Check those belts, bud. Check your steering wheel one more time.
Do we have 3 behind us? Yeah, we'll let them go by on the start like we did last time.
8 cars down, be ready. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Heading through there, big girl. Let's go. Outside. Circle outside. Right outside. Clear heated. 1 minute 14.
Josh driving like a moron as usual. It's not even that he drives like a moron, it's that he drives too aggressive. Too early. Or even actually just too aggressive in general. I don't know how many weeks we've had wrecks that we've gotten into. I think 2-3 races this season have been in a wreck that's somehow involved him in it. So it's tough. It's tough. It really is. I hate it. Because the races that we've gotten wrecked, I say we would have chances at top 7, top 8 finishes, which is sad that we had to get wrecked in them, but you can't do much in that situation, you know. Pretty much just a rider along that time. Once they start wrecking in front of you, you really can't do anything.
30.156.
Ooh, they're wrecking.
Wrecking.
There will be a caution. Same fuel. Single file, please. Closed right now.
I touched you there. Treasure. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, though.
7.
Yeah, no, man. That's all good, dude.
Line up behind 0, 1.
Problems. Big chase implications.
I don't think I got too much damage after you come out of that.
Very big
I
chase
definitely
implications
didn't mean to,
here at
Richard. I
Kansas.
swear, man. I just drove it in there. I lit off, and I figured that we both were going to drive in there about the same. And I just nudged you just a little bit, and that's all it took.
I'm gonna see what they do in front of us, because if we catch up to the pace car and they all pit, I
Yeah,
might
like I
try to
said,
stay
it's all
out
good,
just to get
man.
1 lap led.
Oh, we still got a quick repair, dude.
Pit road is open.
I do, but I don't think I need it. We'll see. I don't see too much damage on the front end. Kyle, can you tell me on my back end look?
A little crinkled up. I'd probably say about 30, 40 seconds of damage. The spoiler is not that bad, though. It's more of the rear bumper, like under the bumper.
That's what appreciate it, man.
83.
See if we can get a lap led.
79.
Obviously not this
Lucky
lap,
Rock.
but maybe
But I have
the
a
next lap.
car coming on the outside.
Unless they all stayed out. Someone stayed out, yeah. DJ stayed out. That's his decision there. Obviously, he did what he needed to do. If he stays out, that'll be nice, because these guys won't be able to get back on the lead lap, which would be really nice for us. I knew this was going to be a wreck fest. It's tough, because I really would have liked to have a race here with strategy, and strategy can be played still. Probably gonna go back green with like 50 to go even, which could easily stretch it on a 2-stop strategy from there on, or a 1-stop strategy. I mean, a 1-stop on pit road, a 2-section. We'll pit right here and take 4 and everything. Be nice if DJ would stay out though, so they can't take a wave by. And he is. That's good. That's good for us that he can't take that wave by. They can't take that wave by to get back on a lead lap. Got to make the most of what we can here. I think we're gonna probably be like 15th, maybe. I'm gonna come down with the one to go and top off. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about fuel
Line up behind the 9.
But I might as well do it just for the hell of it. So, fun fact, we got looking at the Chase Blob. I think William was ahead of us. I know that for a fact. And Jack Walls is ahead of us. I don't know if Leo is. I don't think he is. And I know the 5 isn't. I don't know about Wesley. He might be.
You want to tell me where the pace car is?
It's coming out of 4.
But we'll come back down here and just top off. Might as well. Because I definitely think we could stretch this, and I think they probably can too, to tell you the truth. But now the guys that didn't pit obviously won't be able to stretch it on one stop. I'm gonna wait and let them go by us on pit road before we get going. Okay, we're all set.
One to go. Have an opportunity to stay on the inside this time.
We're on the green on 50 to go. Which obviously is going to make it interesting on fuel to the end, but we're going to be able to make it on one stop here. I don't know about the guys who stayed out, though. That's going to be what I'm looking at.
You're going to have to come around to 83. Green flag. I have to say, the competition has been mighty cordial today. Outside.
Same thing we did last time.
1 minute 14.4. 4, 3. Still outside. Inside. They know you're coming. Still there. Clear. 33.553.
Christ, these guys must think I'm down a cylinder or something. Oh, and there goes, is that the 79 again? Oh, that's Josh this time.
Pull your stuff, clear your head. Pit road close. Line up behind the 94.
Big chase implications this week, man. So obviously, if you were to pit now, you can definitely make it to the end on a one stop.
You're going to have to come around to 2. Going to be behind the 94.
This isn't good for us with the people that take the wave buys, though, because they're probably all going to take the wave buy this time. I'm going to try to get up on these guys as close as possible, because if they all pit, that'd be really nice for us. If we could get a lap lead and get that extra point. Because we're already going to gain points on some of these guys. If we can get another extra point, that'd be awesome. I don't think everyone's going to pit, though.
Nine, 7. Got the lucky dog.
Nope.
Gonna have a lap car coming from outside.
Christ, Leo got the lucky dog. Ah, boy. Guess he caused it. I think he caused that one down in turn 4 when they wrecked down halfway down the backstretch, the one I spun out. Because everyone was like, Leo, really? So I think he caused the second part of that one. We'll go back and watch some of them after the race gets over here. But this obviously has not been too clean. Been racing for about 45 minutes already, and we've only got through 45 laps. It's rather sad, really, to think about it. We'll
You guys let me know when the pace cars come out of 4, please.
We'll pit right here and take 4. Top her off. Everyone's gonna be good on fuel on one stop here, so.
Pace car out of 4.
Just gonna let them keep eliminating themselves. That's really all we can do. I'm probably run like 10th at this point. All these cars getting taken out, but I'm gonna keep on my strategy now. I went with that early pit at the 1 to go strategy, and it stuck me in the foot a little bit where I had to wait and get that quick repair, but I feel like we can still get something good out of this. Obviously, there's only 15, 16 on the lead lap. Plus people that are,
Get behind the 94.
I was gonna try to speed on purpose.
Alright, you're gonna have to come around to 0, 1.
I'm gonna ride through pit road and we'll top it off, I guess, while we're at it. That's my gas pedal sticking. Making it hop all around.
Coming to halfway this time.
And we're at halfway after 45 minutes of racing. Yeah, it's just not good. At least we have enough time to make it to the end. Like I said, what are we gonna have? We're gonna have 16, 17, I think, on a lead lap. So it's just gonna make it to the end here.
1 to go. Could be on the inside here. They could be lining up behind the 0, 1. You're gonna have to come around in 42. You're gonna be lining up behind the 0, 1.
Plus, a lot of these guys ahead of us have damage too. That's the other thing.
You're ready to go here.
So we'll take it easy.
Pace car's off. Big man, do your job. Green flag. You know it's coming. Outside, 1 minute 14, 26, 1, 3. Working the outside. You know you're coming. Clear.
Like I said, since we don't have a quick repair left, I gotta be as conscious as possible here on what's going on, because that didn't look intentional at all. Oh, we would add caution there. That's why I checked up. I'd rather be safe than sorry. It's a tough break when you get stung early like that. But I'm in the big picture here. If we can get 5 or 6 points on some of the guys that are ahead of us in points, I'm gonna get those points. I'm not racing for a win. I'd love to be up there racing for a win, but I'm going to race for what I need to race for, and that's points at this point. We're 10 or 11 out of the chase. That's more than doable in 3 races.
One inside.
Definitely more than doable, so especially in the situation we're in, where all the people out of laps down and have damage and are out of the race already. Williams is going to finish 24th, 23rd, whatever it is. So if we finish 13th, we're pretty much on that bubble getting in the chase.
29.591.
And we just have to maintain for the next 2 weeks. Which Bristol next week is probably going to be a dump like this one is. Obviously. And then we will go to Phoenix for the final race before the chase starts. So I feel like Phoenix could be a good race, but last time we were there, I'm pretty sure it wasn't too clean. I think there were a lot of spins and slides and stuff. I know we wrecked twice, so we wrecked out of that race. I remember that one pretty clearly. Oh, there goes someone spinning that. Kevin. Damn, Kevin, I feel bad for him. That's like the third time. And we're going to get another caution from him.
What do you got? Close. Line up behind the 9-7.
Damn, I did all this stuff looking at strategy to try to play some strategy in this race. And obviously, strategy isn't going to matter at this point.
Sorry about drifting up a little bit there, James. I didn't mean to go that high up.
Hey, you all right, man?
I want to catch up as high as possible.
Yeah.
So I can try to be right on their asses. So if they all pit, we can try to get at least one lap lead to get a point. That would be perfect. We can get a point for leading the lap.
Behind the 9-7. Alright, buddy. Line up behind the 99.
Damn.
99. Got the lucky dog. But I have a lap car coming.
Get caught. Same situation again.
We're going to restart behind the 83.
I don't understand why they keep throwing him when that happens, because he spun and he went to the inside, and last time someone did that, they didn't throw it, so. Strange. If they can go green to the end now, I'd be okay with it. DJ stayed out this whole time, I think.
You're going to be lining up behind the 51.
I think DJ's on a strategy and he ain't giving it up now. He's on a strategy and he's not giving that strategy up. I don't blame him. You know, you gotta keep going on what you got. So he's got what he's got. We got. We're gonna have probably 35 when we go back green, which definitely opens up the window that I was trying to play a game with there with 2 tires. Doesn't make it so we can make it on gas to the end now, but it makes it so we can at least have a game to play when the caution comes out. Or if the caution doesn't come out, I should say.
Come around to 99.
Gotta make sure I got on the brake good here so it don't lift and throttle up like it was earlier. I have 35 to go, which is going to be about, I'd say 7 or 8 out of our window of how many to make it, which is way too much to save, that's for sure.
about to go. You'll start on the inside. All right, buddy. Line up behind the 99.
That's the pace car, I think, right there, that white. So we got enough time to coast over there to him. Nobody's behind us here, so we don't have to pull over on a start, and we're going to be 17th, I think.
Do not scuff up your tires too much. Be easy on your tires.
I don't think we've had much wear. Well, I can't really consider it that time, but I don't think we've had much wear on those left sides this week. I didn't see muscle when I made that run. Josh is going to make some dub moves probably right on the start here. Probably wreck a few cars, so I'll keep my eyes open. See, the problem is it's such a tough track to run, and you really can only run the outside, like at the wall. So people start bottling up at that wall, and they try to pull out and make a move, and they don't realize how much momentum they lose. It's kind of like Bristol, actually. Bristol, that outside lane's really the only thing you can do after a few laps on those tires. So some people push it too hard, they can't make it go, and what happens is they just, like I said, they just push it too hard, and that's what happens. You push it too hard for too many laps, it eventually isn't going to last too long.
097.
I'm going to set it up in case we do have a green flag stop. All I'm going to take is gas, I think.
30.385.
See how far back we were that line. Okay, that's good. Like I said, I'm just going to watch that time. Obviously, I'm not going 100% here. Going very less than 100%. Try to save as much as we can. If we can make it on gas at the end, we're going to be the only ones that can do it. So. If not, we can drop to pit road and get a splash and get the best we can out of the finish. Nice save, James? Question mark?
Sorry, Keith.
No, man, I'm sorry too. 79 was right behind me, so I didn't want to screw him up and check up too much, so I just kind of let off.
I don't think we're gonna be able to make it. We're probably gonna be a few laps short.
It's all you, Keith. Thank you.
Outside. Go out there, man. Go there and door. 31.
Sorry, Ninja.
077. Still outside. Clear outside.
25 to go that time, and we had 24. So we're gonna be a little bit short, probably a lap short. And let me see what we're at the line that time. If it's like 15 or something, I don't think we can say it will be enough. We'll see.
30.84.
13, that ain't bad. James is pitting really early though. That's probably gonna take away any chance we had, even if we made it. We're gonna go as long as we can.
30.477.
Appreciate that, Jack.
Probably gonna be about two
That's
short,
10-4.
I'd say. 2 or 3 probably. Laps, so fuel left, 22
Thank you.
laps to go. Yeah. Yes. Telling you, we're gonna have to take chances, and this is a chance we have to take. Sure.
31.394. Outside. Clear.
We're definitely gonna be too short, at least, right? Yeah.
Good job.
What would be nice if we can get to the end? What would be really nice is if we say we got there and then they wrecked what, like 3 to 4 to go.
39, 39.
That would be amazing. Because then we could just coast around under caution and win the race that way. That'd be pretty nice.
One's gonna be pitting. 01 pitting.
Leader pit road.
18 to go. We're gonna be 4 short that time. As you can probably tell, I have picked up the pace just a little bit.
Great job, man. One at a time.
32 करेंगे.
So this time we'll become the leader. 15 to go, 11 laps of gas, so a few laps, that's all we would have needed to make it the whole way. I think we're going to be the leader though when we come back around this time.
New leader.
Yes, sir.
Working the outside. Clear high.
Appreciate it, Kyle.
10-4.
Gotta be quick working these guys, Earl. I got him, man. I told them. They're hollering at him. 32.295. Outside. Clear high. Last cars in front of you. 32.42. Outside. Clear.
So we have our point for leading a lap. That's good. Yeah, if I just save enough to actually make it to the end without having a pit, I'm gonna finish better than I would if I had to pit, even if I slow it down way much. We're not gonna win it, obviously, so James and his strategy, but we have a chance to get better than we were if we pit at this point. We made our bots, and we're gonna live in it. So.
Start spot that entry. .988. 10 to go this time. Outside, outside. Earl, get him the fuck out of the way. All right, clear.
I don't think we're gonna be able to make it, I guess. We're gonna be 3, 4, 5 laps short, but. Like I said, there's a caution.
Left your car real quick. The road is closed. Give me line it up behind 59. Keep it up.
And just like that, we're gonna have the lead.
Alright, looks like you're gonna be lining up behind the safe car.
So this might work into our favor here. We'll see.
Okay, so we're on a 3.
This might end up working into our favor. I assume everyone will pit
Pit
here.
road open.
That was me, guys. I just got loose. Having serious
See what they do behind
serious
us.
problems tonight.
We have to pit.
All good, man. We all have bad nights.
See what they do.
Appreciate it, Josh. Yeah, especially tonight. A lot of us are having a bad night. Yeah, I definitely apologize. I mean, God, hope you guys know I wouldn't wreck nobody on purpose.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Be ready to go as soon as they drop that jack. I'm not taking full gas. I'm only taking enough to make it.
Yeah, we're all holding on tonight. Yeah, I told my dad and Daniel and everybody before I came in here that this was going to be my worst race. I cannot figure out this track being it's just such a high-line track. You know, there's nowhere else to go. Yeah, and running that close to the wall, one little mess up and you're into the wall, and who knows what happens after that. And then most of the time, you know, you get into the wall and, you know, scrubs off a lot of speed, and if you got a guy right behind you that's been working on you, a lot of times he'll rear end you just because you scrub the wall, or, you know, it just causes a big
I don't
domino
think Andy
effect if
took
you got a
full
bunch of guys
tire,
racing, which
I think he took
I think
two.
was a cause of a few wrecks tonight, actually. Yeah, that chain reaction's been the cause of some big wrecks tonight. It's just the way it is here, man. It's all good.
Yep, that's what we're talking about in practice. So this is going to get us into a really good position here. We were running back there in 15th. I wanted to play that game with gas, and realistically now, if we get a caution, the race is over. So we need to keep the car straight. We need to get to that top lane as quick as possible here, and we might be able to get a top 5 out of this and steal a lot more points than I thought out of today. I would have been perfectly fine finishing 13th, which I'm still going to be perfectly fine finishing for 15th, 14th. DJ is not on good tires, I think. I think Andy's probably in the best spot here. If we could have beat him out, we would have been set here, I think, for a win. Or at least the top 3. I don't know about a win. I won't say that because Heater and Skeleton is right behind us. And they obviously we know they're fast. And Josh Buckley's right behind them. So this is going to be interesting for sure, this restart. Like I said, if we get a caution, the race will be over. Because we're going to go green here on 86, and by the time we got back around, it would be 3 to go, and the race would, like I said, be over. DJ, you stayed out?
Yep, I'm just in don't give a fuck mode anymore about this place.
I feel you. I was hoping that caution would have came out like lap 87 or so. I could have coasted around and then won the race. Well, as long as James wouldn't have caught up to me before then, but I was about 3 short, I think. I'll have to be right on his bumper here for this restart. Like I said, if we get a quick caution, which, let's see, where is the 90? 79's restarting on the bottom, and then 99 is 2, I think. But like I said, we're going to get the best finish we can here. We're going to race our heart out, and we're going to get the best finish we can. And if that's 15th, that's 15th. If it's 2nd, that's 2nd. You're not going to push it too hard. I know that. We're going to get what we can, try to get to that outside. If we can get that outside, I think we can hang on for a top 10 here. We're going to be right on DJ here, getting ready for this restart, that's for sure. Did not fill it up with gas. I don't want to. Because it's going to tighten us up back there and make us worse.
Hey, car's off. Be ready. Ready. Green flag.
Missed the shift.
Outside.
Man.
1 minute 22, 24, 4, 5. Go there. 5 to go, buddy. 5 more. Come on. Go out there. Go outside. Go outside.
It's a free lunch program. Let's go get it.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yes, sir. Woohoo! I will take that all day. James, if you want to park it right now, I wouldn't be that upset with you.
We're going to restart behind us 86.
Sorry, no can do.
Damn it.
White flag, man. One more.
I will gladly take second place.
Pace car, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good win, James.
Good win, James. Got in the right lane there, and you drove your ass off. That's for sure.
Thank you.
We did too, though. I'll take second all day. That's a great, obviously best finish here for me. So I think we'll be walking over there. I'll go talk on the stream. I think they take the top 3.
Checkered this time.
I will take that all day. Thank you very much.
You did just fantastic. Good job again.
Like I said, P2. We got more than 10 points. Got 20 points on William. This is probably going to put us in that top 12 in points. So we'll go to Bristol and then Phoenix and maintain, I'd say, at this point. Strategy sometimes pays off. Sometimes it doesn't. This week, obviously, for us, strategy paid off. And I don't think we would have been able to get James if it went green to the end, but we might have lost this position if we would have gone green to the end. But I will easily take that second place all